Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Albert Castiglia.
Working out Jay in the sun. Big boss man got a big shotgun. Take my shovel, cut off my big toe. If I can't walk, I won't have to work no more. Watching every little move I make, counting every little rock I break. Oh baby, think I'm gonna take it slow. Won't have to work no more. good to be home, y'all. I love being back home. This is the part of home I love, seeing all my friends. The traffic I could do without. That's why I had to leave. The cost of living I could do without. But it's great to be home, man. It's great to be alive, really, it is. Because it didn't look so good a couple months ago. I had a burst appendix. Yes, that shit ain't no fun. How many been through that? The burst ones? How many have appendicitis? Oh, you're pussies. I'm kidding. It's not fun. None of it is fun, and it happened right after Vegas at the Blues Bender. I got home from the Blues Bender and I started feeling weird. I thought maybe it was my kidney stones because I got a history of kidney stones, but it wasn't because the next day I got a fever of 103, and my wife's like, "God, this is weird. We're taking you to the hospital." So I went to this hospital up in Palm Bay because that's where I live in Palm Bay now. I'm used to if this had happened here, I'd go to Holy Cross usually, and wait 2 hours and die on the table. But I live in a little town now, so they took care of me quickly. And the doctor said, well, I think you got a burst of appendix. We're going to have to do surgery immediately in the morning. So it's September 11th is when I went in for surgery. And they gave me a lot of morphine and oxycodone. So that was okay. And then they took all my clothes off and they put me in a robe and I didn't have any underwear underneath. And yay, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. It was old hat for my wife. She's seen them before. She's like, oh, whatever. So I woke up the next morning and it was time to go to surgery. And it occurred to me, man, this is some serious shit. I've never gotten surgery before. And who knows? And I've heard of stories about people not making it through this. So I was like, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out on my terms. So they put me in the gurney and they were rolling me to the surgery room and I started singing Tom Petty song. It was called Free Fallin'. But I changed the words because I didn't have any underwear on, so I changed it to Free Ballin'. And I was like, I'm free ballin'. And they were rolling me down. And the people in wheelchairs were slapping me five. And there was a guy in an oxygen mask, old Alta-Cocker in an oxygen mask. He's like, you're going to be fine, kid. Go get on. So I felt good. That's the way I was going to go. If I'm going to die, I want my last words to be singing. You know? But I made it. I survived it, and it was six weeks of hell. It was 6 weeks. It was pretty miserable 6 weeks, but after the 6 weeks, it's as if it never existed. The pain just went away like that. And so I'm very happy. I had to cancel my Midwest tour, and Ray, who just joined the band, he had to miss out on that tour. And that really upset me, but I'm glad that I made it long enough to make this gig, because this is one of my favorite places to play in all the world. And these people are like family, so thank you, Ira. Thank you, Al. Thank you to the staff for having us. And this song is for you. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we got this album that came out in the summer. It's called Righteous Souls. Thank you. It's an album that I recorded went into the recording with much trepidation because my label boss and my friend Mike Zito, yes, yeah, all right, that's enough of that. And he recorded his album a few months prior to me, and he went to Sunset Sound Studios in L.A. With Joe Bonamassa and Josh Smith. And if you know Sunset Sound Studios, this place was a mecca of recording. It's like the greatest rock and roll records were made there. Like Nirvana's Nevermind was made there. Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. Purple Rain was recorded there. So my concern was there wasn't going to be any money left in the budget for me to record. And don't get me wrong, I like my toilet. It's got good acoustics, but I don't want to record in there. So I was like, what's the deal, man? What are we going to do for me? Where am I going to record, you know? And he's like, no, we got it covered. So we went to Greaseland Studios in San Jose, California. Kid Anderson from Rick Esther and the Nightcats, incredible producer. And got a great band behind me. We had Jim Pugh on keys, who played with Robert Cray. And we had Jerry Jamont played bass. Jerry Jamont was like the most recorded bass player in music history. Played on The Thrill Is Gone. That bass line you hear is him. So he had a really good band behind me. So that was a great start. But then there was the issue of what the concept of the album was going to be, because I really didn't write a lot of material, and because I was on the road with the Blood Brothers for 3 years. So I asked Mike what we were going to do, and he said, well, why don't we make it a Friends album? Why don't we get your friends to come play on it? And I said, well, I don't have any friends. And he said, yes, you do. You have plenty of friends. I said, well, they're much more successful than I am, and they're probably too busy. And I was wrong. Most of them stepped up. Joe Bonamassa was the first one to step up. And then Papa Chubby stepped up. Papa Chubby was sick, and he still managed to record. I told him, man, you don't have to do this, man. No, fuck you, I'll do it. And then Chris Stone Kingfish Ingram was on it. That will always mean a lot to me, because Mike, I called Mike, I said, what's going on with Kingfish? And he goes, I can't get a hold of his people. I don't know if this is going to happen. I said, yeah, shit, man. I grabbed my phone. I said, I'll call you back. And I found Kingfish's number. And I texted him. I go, hey, Chris Stone, this is your Uncle Albert. I was, hey, what's up, Unc? And I said, want to play on my album? Yeah, just send me the track. And that made me feel good, because Zito thinks he's the only Coca-Cola in the desert. Well, there's two of them, motherfuckers. So my favorite guest was my daughter. She's on it. And we're going to do that song later. Suddenly, the concept of the album became clear. It became about friends and family, and how special they are to me, and how they're there for you when you need them. And so we're going to do a bunch of songs from this album, and this is one of them. It's called The Nitty Gritty. It was by a blues musician by the name of Luther Snake Boy Johnson. He played with the Muddy Waters Band. Put 3 great albums out, and then on his own, and then passed away suddenly of cancer very young. I really suggest you buy all his albums. They were really good. Buy mine first, though. Ready? I'm serious. A 1, a 2. You know what to do. You love me, you told me a lie. I won't forget you, woman, until the day I die. Get on down to the real nitty gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget. Early in the morning, before I ride,
Shout out, get on down, down to the real nitty gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Get on down, get on down, get on down, get on down, yeah. Get on down, down to the real nitty gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Baby, you don't love me no more. I really want to stay, but I think I better go. Get on down, down to the real nitty gritty. You don't know what you're doing, well, you might as well forget. As well forget it. There you go. A nitty gritty. So it wouldn't be a friends and family album if I hadn't put songs by people that meant a lot to me. And Junior Wells meant the world to me, and I did 2 of his songs on the album. Yes, thank you. I want to thank Junior, and I want to thank my friend that introduced me to it, who's here tonight, Miss Gloria Pierce. Yeah. They changed my life. The smallest act of kindness can change a life. I was a social worker in the mid-'90s. I was working for the State of Florida Welfare Office in Miami, a real cushy job, and I hated it with all my heart, but I played, I worked during the day, and I played as many gigs as I could at night, sometimes during the week, and I'd come home, like we used to do back in the day, not like these Gen Zers now. They drink a few White Claws, and then they can't go to work the next morning, and they go, I can't go to work, I'm a little hungover. Bullshit, man. We used to go to work drunk the next day, man. That's what we do. We spray some Banaka on that shit and go to work. That's what we did. Let's go. All right.
Deny. That's what we did. But that's a different story for a different time. Punk-ass kids. But that's what I did, man. I tried to narrow the odds as much as I can to get to doing this for full time. So Gloria invited me out in 1996, December 31st, 1996. She said, hey, want to go see Junior play at the back room in Del Rey? I said, yeah, let's go. So she drove me over there and she introduced me to him, and it was awesome. It was shaping up to be a really good night. It's gonna be a great show. And then his road manager, Michael Blakemore, came up to me and said, hey, I heard you could play. I said, yeah, I play a little bit. And he's like, well, you want to sit in? And I said, yeah, of course. And he goes, well, you better be good. Because if you're not good, he's going to embarrass you in front of all these people. And I said, look, man, I work at the welfare office. I had knives pulled out on me. I had my tires slashed. I've been called every name in the book. I had my mom called every name in the book. A bad night with Junior Wells beats a good day at the office. I said, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's jam. I'm ready. Come on, let's go. He said, settle down, brother. Settle down. Settle down. I said, okay. And so I did like 5 or 6 songs with him. I did 3 songs with the band without Junior, and then I did like 3 more with him. And it was the greatest night of my life at that time. Yeah, but it gets better. That's not where it ends. That's not where it ends, though, because about a month later, I got a call to fill in. They asked me to fill in, and I did Buffalo, Cleveland, and Detroit with Junior. And then I went back to work. And then that, at the time, that was the greatest time of my life. And then a couple months after that, I'm at my parents' house, and I got a call. My mom told me, hey, it's Chicago, someone from Chicago. And it was Michael Blakemore calling me. And he said, hey, can you be in Chicago in 3 days? And I go, for what? He goes, to play with Junior full time. And I said, well, let me think about it. So you have to understand, the state of Florida welfare office, the state of Florida in general offered a very generous benefits package. So I was like, get to tour the world, insurance. Meet nice ladies, insurance. It took me 3 seconds to make that decision. I didn't know where I was gonna live. I called my cousin. He had a house on the north side, a loft. He had just got married, and I called him and I said, hey man, I got the gig with Junior Wells. Oh, that's awesome. I said, can I crash at your house for a couple of weeks? When? In a couple of days? Oh, okay. So I stayed there and I lasted 1 day there. Because if you've been in a loft, the walls don't go up all the way in a loft. And I had a very severe snoring problem. It's called sleep apnea now, but now they didn't look at it as with much compassion back then. I was just an annoying ass snorer. And I woke up from my first slumber in Chicago, and my cousin's standing over the foot of the bed, and he said, cuz, you got to go. So I said, fine, screw you. I packed my shit, and I walked up the street 3 blocks to a place called the Hotel Belmont. It was much more, it sounds much more luxurious than it was. It was a $30 a night flop house. It was a transient hotel full of pimps, hoes, johns, hobos, and bums. And I did. I wrote many songs about this shithole. My suite had a chalk line of a man and his dog. The dog was chalked out too. I think the dog killed him first. It was a ritual killing, and it was the dog's fault. I had to share the bathroom. They had a bathroom that divided 2 rooms. So we had had the 2 doors, and either one of us could go in. And the guy next door was a wino. And sometimes he'd forget to lock my side of the bathroom, and I'd walk in on him doing some naughty things. The last straw was when I was going out to get some eggs, and a lady was running down the hall with a guy chasing after her, and then I heard gunshots fire. And I went back in my room, and I looked out my window, and I said, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm a Chicago blues man. And I haven't had a real job since, and I owe it to Mr. Junior Wells, and I'm going to do a couple of Junior songs for you tonight. This is my favorite one. It's called Come On in This House. 1, 2, 3. Ain't no need for you stand around crying. crying water. Ease your mind. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to come on in this house. Yes, this old house. You hear me holler? Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. I love you so. If I had $1 million, I'd give you every dime. Say, here you call me daddy. One more time. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to come on in this house. Yes, this old house, y'all. You hear me holler? Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. I love you so. We're gonna do the song that I got my daughter up to play on. By the way, I've been remiss if I didn't mention that my good friend Danielle Nicole also played on the album, and she was wonderful. She played on the track with Joe. All Our Pastimes is the name of the song. It was by Clapton, Eric Clapton, and Rick Danko wrote the song. And it's been getting a lot of play on XM radio, and she's just wonderful, man. I love her. My man Jay Rubin's got her face tattooed on his tuchus. He did. And where am I? I'm on one tuchus, ain't I? Where am I? Oh, I'm on his leg there. I'm on his leg. Good. Thank you for putting me there. Thank you. So we're gonna do the song my daughter played on, and I asked Zito if it was okay if she could play on it. He said, "Yeah, absolutely. My son played on a record. Why not?" So I called her and I said, "Look, you could play on the record, but it's got to be a blues song. We can't have no Miley Cyrus or Taylor Swift. Don't get me wrong, I like them, but that's not what I do." So all right, I'll have a Spotify playlist. I'll look at it. And so she looks on his playlist and she comes up with a Bo Diddley song. And I was like, wow, it's cool. And it's great because Bo Diddley, I bonded with my dad over Bo Diddley once. When I joined, yes, my dad and I, we butt heads over the years. That's what all sons and fathers do. But this was one moment that I'll never forget when he was going on the blues cruise with Junior Wells in 1997. And Bo Diddley was on the cruise with Irma Thomas and Ronnie Earl and all these people. But my dad told me, he dropped me off at the dock in Miami, and he said, can you get me Bo Diddley's autograph? I said, sure, Dad, I'll do that. And so we played on the cruise, and then midway through the cruise, they had an autograph session. And I was like, all right, this is my opportunity to look like a hero in my dad's eyes. And I get to the front of the line, and I look and there's a sign up above Bo Diddley's head. It says, autographs, $25. And I said, shit. So I went up to my cabin, and I grabbed a piece of paper, and I scribbled Bo Diddley on it. And I gave it to my dad when I got off the ship, and he started crying. And told me I was his favorite, and told me he was going to leave me everything in his will. And then he found out it was a fugazi, and now I'm back to being the black sheep of the family. But for a brief moment, we connected. This is a song called "You Can't Judge a Book by the Cover," or an autograph. 1, 2, 3. You can't judge an apple by looking at the tree. You can't judge the honey by looking at the bee. You can't judge a daughter by looking at the mother. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, can't you see? You misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. You can't judge the sugar by looking at the cane. You can't judge a woman by looking at her man. You can't judge a sister by looking at the brother. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, can't you see? You misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. dog by looking at the pawn. You can't judge a right by looking at the wrong. You can't judge one by looking at the other. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, can't you see? You misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Do a song by Buddy Guy. That's on the new album. We got Josh Smith to play on that one. A local boy. Done good. And it's a song that Buddy wrote for his live album in 1978 called Live at the Checkerboard. And it's called The Dollar Done Fell. And I'm going to feature the rhythm section, this wonderful rhythm section on this song. Give it up for my friends here. On the bass from Kansas City, Missouri, Mr. Cliff Moore. On the drums from Buffalo, New York, Mr. Ray Hagen. It's very hard having these two guys in this band because when Cliff first joined the band, he moved to Florida. I invited him over to watch football. That was a year ago. I said, why don't you come over and watch football? The Dolphins are playing the Chiefs, and they beat the shit out of us, right? So then Ray joins the band. And I said, hey, man, well, before we leave on our tour, you can come to Buffalo, come watch the Buffalo game in my house. Well, that's when my appendix burst. And then I woke up and I wished I had the appendix back because Buffalo kicked the shit out of us, and then Tua got a concussion. And then we finally got around to watching that game, and they beat us again. So it's a good thing I am not attached to the sports that much. These guys are awesome in spite of their foibles. Suck it up and keep playing. You too, Mahomes. Ray Hagen on the drum. Cliff Moore on the bass, y'all. We're going to do another Junior Wells song for you. This is a song Junior wrote called I Should Have Did What My Mama Told Me To. It's a very special song to me because my mother had higher aspirations than this for me. She wanted me to get into banking. And she wanted me to be a banker. And it just wasn't happening. And they were like, oh, you know, it's just a phase. And then I got the job with Junior Wells, and I said, well, maybe they're be serious about it. And then Junior passed away, and I was struggling a little bit. And they're like, well, maybe you need to go back to the welfare office. And I said, no, I'm going to keep doing this. And then things started getting better. And now I'm doing very well, and my parents are very supportive. So I want to thank them for their wavering support. But it's also special because this song was the song that when I was in the Junior Wells band, we used to play at sound check. Like every time we do a sound check, this was the song we checked all our levels to. But it was also special because it reminds me of a time when the Junior Wells band was slotted to play Disney World. And you would think the Junior Wells band at Disney World would be an ill-fated pairing. And you would be correct in that assessment. It's as if the president of Disney and Mickey Mouse were up in the castle having a meeting about this, and marijuana was involved. I could see President, I think his name was Bob Eisner or whatever, and he's like, all right, now hear me out, Mick. We're going to have a blues festival at Disney World. And Mickey's like, I don't know. Sounds like a bad idea. And they were stuck, and the deciding vote was Goofy. And he was like, we're all in, we're doing this. And so they have this blues festival in Disney World. And they had it at the adult section of the park called Pleasure Island. For obvious reasons, they had to change the name to Disney Springs. But back then it was called Pleasure Island. And they had this festival, and it was us and the Bo Diddley Band were scheduled to play. I was very excited. And the Junior Wells Band was going to play the big stage, the big amphitheater stage, but we had the early time slot. And Bo Diddley was going to play the smaller stage, but he had the best time slot because every night at Pleasure Island was New Year's Eve. So they dropped the ball. There'll be thousands of people in the courtyard. Everybody drink champagne, and it was awesome. But Mr. Diddley didn't want to play the smaller stage. He felt it was an insult. Now, I could tell this story because all the participants of this story are dead. So I could tell this story. Ain't nobody going to sue me. Most of them. And so they asked Junior if he would switch slots, and he agreed. When we did that, our first set got rained out. So we had 2 Dodge 3500 vans because we had a 9-piece band with a B3 organ. So it was 2 vans. We rode in 2 vans, and there was the cool van with the B3 and the guys that liked me, and then I had to be in the van with the older guys who didn't like me. And I was the new guy. But Junior was in that van too, so he always looked out for me. So it was raining, and Junior was pissed off because he had to make these changes, and he's like, man, I don't know why I did this. And our drummer Vern decided took this opportunity to tease him and bust his balls. So he's sitting in the back of the van. He goes, hey, Junior, that song you wrote about your mama, what your mama wants you to do, Junior? That song, I should have did what my mama told me to. What your mama wants you to do, Junior? Be a brain surgeon. And Junior looked back and he side-eyed him and he said, nah. She told me when I put a foot in a man's ass to twist it so it stays in there. I actually learned that in Wing Chun Kung Fu too. The twist. So as you can see, it's a hard song to not bring back those kind of memories. You just can't help but remember those times. And so I put this on the album. I should have did what my mama told me to, so I wouldn't have to work and I wouldn't have to sing the blues. So, just like the old folks say, you gotta reap just what you sow. Now, disobedient child, just don't live too long.
sang the blues.
Thank you very much. So we played at a jazz club last month in Bern, Switzerland called Marion's Jazz Club. It's in a very nice hotel in the center of Bern, Switzerland. And it's a very prestigious jazz club. Everybody's played there. Lionel Hampton, Dizzy Gillespie, the antithesis of what we are. And they asked us for whatever reason. I think, as I said, marijuana was probably involved in the involvement of this booking. But they asked us to play there, and I had played there. The first time I played there was 7 years ago, and I remember that they had a noise ordinance, and I was unaware of it. And we played really loud at sound check, and I remember the owner of the hotel, this old curmudgeon dude, he comes down and he goes, how do I say this? You're making the customers crap their pants. I said, well, tell them to get some diapers. No, we turned down, but they liked us, and then they asked us back. So we learned a couple of jazz tunes, so we're going to do a jazz tune for you, an instrumental. Yes, we're going to change our stuff a little bit. This is a song by Lou Donaldson. He just passed away a couple of months ago, or a month ago. And this is a song called Hamp's Hump. Hump. Not hum, mother. Hump. Hump. And our man here, Cliff Moore, starts it off. did that in Switzerland, and the sound man crapped his pants. He thought the amp blew up. And he was like kicking the amp, and said, "Pa, pa." I was like, "No, man, it's shtick. It's shtick." Do a song for my sister. It's her birthday today. She's had a hell of a time this year. She was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer a few months ago, but she got through the chemo, so she rang the bell at the hospital. And I think she's gonna be all right because my mom had it. She beat it twice, and quite frankly, my sister is so fucking mean. She'll scare that shit right out her ass. She's tough. She's tough, man. She teaches 5th grade elementary school in the barrio in Miami, you know. You gotta be mean. And I called her today, wish her happy birthday. She's like, she had radiation today. What a hell of a way to spend a birthday, huh? But she's tough, you know. She's tough. So I've been doing this song for her ever since she got the diagnosis. And it's a song by my friend Graham Drought from the Iko Iko Blues Band. And it's a song about living life to the fullest and enjoying every minute of it and living every day like it's the last one. And I think that's what we all do as a community here. And I want to thank you for coming out. And yeah. This is a song called Celebration. And I don't know when gonna find that love we lost all over again. I believe in magic in mysterious ways. I know there's bound to be better days. On that day when the bell don't ring, the sun don't shine and the birds don't sing, the wicked eye will raise a hand, knowing this love we lost is ours again. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. Don't came along to ask me what's this all about. once made a wish, but I couldn't blow all the candles out. I know someday we all gonna make it home. Trying to find a bed of roses in rolling fields of stone. The train's at the station, but nobody wants to ride. Can't find my own true love, and I can't be satisfied. One of these days we won't have to jump and shout. Won't have to blow all the candles out. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. In my pockets and I leaned up against the glass. Thought to myself, all this too shall pass. Got no lucky number, just the next roll of the dice. Some days burn like fire, some melt like blocks of ice. On that day when the sun don't rise, I'll sit and wonder, my, oh my, oh my. We'll raise that flag and we'll ring that bell. These are the days we'll remember well. These are the days of celebration. These are the days of celebration. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. Hey! These are the days. 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 Yeah! Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was stupid what I just did. That was fucking stupid. That was absolutely stupid. Oh yeah. It is better to look good than to feel good. Tell you, it's been an interesting year, but it's been a good one overall. We got Mike and I won the Blues Music Award for Blues Rock Album of the Year. Cliffy and I got to go and open up a series of dates for George Thorogood. I got a new house. I'm doing pretty good. I bought an 07 Mustang that I'm fixing up, and then Bill Murray joined the Blood Brothers. So he's doing like 2 weeks worth of shows with us next year. We sold out. We're playing in Chicago next week, and we sold out two nights in Chicago, and we sold out 2 nights in San Francisco at the Great American Music Hall. I guess what I'm trying to say is that my middle-age crisis is pretty fucking dope. That's all I'm trying to say. Huh? It was a crisis at times. No, I felt like I gave birth. I think getting a burst appendix is as close to giving birth as it's ever going to get for a man. I know, but what do you want me to do? How can we simulate it? Ladies, don't give us any. Don't give me any ideas. Stick a bowling ball up your ass. How about that? That's what the ladies are thinking. I know that's what they're thinking. But I'm very blessed, and we're going in the studio. Mike and I are going back in the studio next in a couple of weeks to do another Blood Brothers album. So we'll be back here, I'm sure. Ira, I'm sure we get the Blood. So it really is great to be here without Mike tonight. So. But I want to bring a friend. How much time we got some time. Look at your what? Okay, I would like to bring my friend Pete Lavazoli from Crazy Fingers to play some drums with us. Yeah, Petey. Take your time. Did you take some Orange Sunshine? What's the matter with you? Get your ass up here. Oh, he's waiting on Ray. I love Crazy Fingers. That's such a great band. They still playing here, Ira. Every Tuesday. He wants to do Day the Old Man Died. Let's do that one. Let's see. We're going to do another Graham Drought composition. C. No, it's not an E, it's C. No, it's not a D, it's C. Any bass players in the house? Yeah. Come on, Mahomes. Texas in a hell-bound El Dorado, just east of El Paso, running low on gasoline. Went to the station, on way to my destination. Check the oil, check the tires, wipe the windshield clean. In a couple of hours, I was way beyond the border. Had a hacksaw Walmart shotgun laying by my side. And when they asked me just what I could remember, so I cried just like a freight train on the day the old man died. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. the old man passed away. I saw a blind man selling paintings by the roadside, books of Revelations and portraits of the king. Now I rode on by just like it didn't matter, just like I didn't notice, just like it didn't mean a thing. Somewhere near St. Louis, there's a coffee-colored casket. Many people weeping in a chapel in the pines. Grief hangs through the air just like a summer rain cloud. And I felt just like a criminal on the day the old man died. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Everything seems so different since the old man passed away. Shot a man in Reno just to watch him live. Spent his whole life trying to track me down and keep moving. That's just what I did. City to city, state to state, and town to town. Did some time on the railroad when I had to watch my bag. When I couldn't steal, I used to toss out on the track. And I did all my dirty business on the slide. And I felt just like a hot shot on the day the old man died. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Change, especially at the diners, always chicken and a biscuit. Makes me kind of crazy how some things stay the same. It's always there exactly where I left it. There's some time on the railroad where I had to watch my back. Well, I couldn't steal, I used to toss out on the track. And I did all my dirty business on the slide. Criminal on the day the old man died. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Everything seems so different since the old man passed away. Oh, what a day. Cried and cried and cried on the day the old man died. The circus man is running around. Butterflies and zebras, fairy tales. Riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me. A thousand smiles she gives me free. I said it's all right, it's all right. Do anything you want to be, baby. Wig on that gun in your hand. Hey, Joe. Wig on that gun in your hand. Gonna out and shoot my old lady. 'Cause I caught her messing around with another man. Going out and shoot my old lady. 'Cause I caught her messing around with another man. Hey, Joe, I heard you shot your woman down, shot her down. Hey, Joe, I heard you shot your lady down. Yes, I did, I shot her. 'Cause I caught her messing around town. Yes, I did, I shot her. 'Cause I caught her messing around town. Now give it a gun, y'all. I shot her. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Petey. Petey. Thanks, Pete. Pete Lavazzoli, y'all. All right. We're going to bring Ray and close it out tonight. I want to thank you all for coming out. Hope everybody had a happy holiday season. And can't wait for next year. Keep an eye out for us in our endeavors. Mike, too. Keep an eye on him, too. Actually, I'm very grateful for my friend. Give it up for Mike Zito. Give him a nice... It's been a great ride with him. It's been a great ride with that dude. Hasn't always been pleasant, but it's always been an adventure. I went to see him up in Cocoa Beach a couple of weeks ago, and he starts talking shit about me on stage. Then he brought me up to jam with him, and I told him, I said, Mike, thanks for having me up here. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I came here for the food. And he said, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. And then the Blood Brothers broke up, and then we got back together a few days ago. So I sent him a Christmas card and a Starbucks card, and we're all good now. We want to thank you all for coming out. This has been great. Give it up for Ira and Al and the wonderful staff here, the Funky Biscuit. Take care of them. Can't wait till we come back. And I'd like to introduce the band to you once again on the bass from Kansas City, Missouri, Mr. Cliff Moore. And the newest member of the band from Buffalo, New York on the drums, Mr. Ray Hagen. Yeah, that's it. Go Finns. Cliff's we got CDs for sale and vinyl. Vinyl, baby. Vinyl's making a comeback. Where are my Altacockers at? We're making a comeback. Roof, roof, roof. Let's teach these young people how we work, how we do it, baby. We work hard and we play hard. Also, all old farts out here. Am I right? Is there anybody here under the age of 40? We work hard and we play hard, son. That's how we old people do it, all right? Don't cancel work. Don't call him sick just because you had a few drinks the night before. Spray some Binaca in your mouth and go to work. That's what you do. Rub some dirt on that shit and go to work. All right, and I want to acknowledge a friend, my drummer in my very first band is here tonight, Terry Murphy. Terry was a great drummer, very influential band. That first band I was in was very shaped my musical tastes, and I want to thank you for still being around, man. I love you too. Yeah. We're gonna close out with a Freddie King number for you now. Jeff Kissinger doing the sound tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Love you, brother. and gentlemen. Happy New Year.